Someone once asked me, how can I live the life I truly want? The best answer I've ever come across is this: you just have to be someone who holds yourself to a high standard. If a person can't stomach the hardship that comes from self-discipline, they'll eventually have to endure the misery that comes from failure and want, both materially and spiritually. The future of each and every one of us is hidden in how we spend our mornings. A great day isn't just gonna wait around for a night owl, and success just isn't in the cards for people who don't go to bed and wake up early. You'll find that the world has a secret way of rewarding the early risers. I totally agree with the saying, live, don't just exist. Some people stay up late, binge-watching a series, one episode after another, not wanting to sleep, and constantly telling themselves just one more episode. But before you know it, it's 2 or 3 a.m. On the flip side, you have the early risers, enjoying a healthy morning, a workout, a good book. A full night's sleep has earned them the privilege of welcoming a fascinating, energy-filled morning. I once ran into an old teacher of mine. Her hair was almost completely gray, but her skin was still rosy, and she looked sharp, clear-headed, and youthful. Her life wasn't like many others her age, stuck babysitting grandkids, watching TV, or just getting old with the years. Her mindset was always fresh, profound, and incredibly at peace. Even at her advanced age, she was still writing a book every year and had even learned a few new languages. I asked her what her secret was. She smiled and said that even though she was older, her habit of waking up at 6 a.m. had never changed. Every day after breakfast, she'd grab a book, sit in her chair on the balcony, and breathe in the fresh air while the morning breeze still carried a hint of dew. In that moment, there was no noise, only the sound of birds and insects. Her mind would settle and her thoughts would become crystal clear. Before she knew it, she was nearly done with the book. Just like that, her day unfolded fully and meaningfully, exactly as she wanted. Staying up late just tanks the quality of your life, while waking up early can elevate a person's soul. The morning is the best litmus test to see if someone is living a purpose-driven life. It's all the same day, but if you wake up 1 hour earlier than someone else, that means you get an extra 30 hours a month. If you keep it up for a whole year, you'll have 360 more hours than them. While others are still asleep, you've not only finished a favorite book, but also tidied up the house and experienced a wonderful, peaceful morning. When others are being chased by time, you're the one directing it, living life at your own pace. It's true, no one can fight aging, but those who maintain the discipline of waking up early can slowly get better on the long road of life. Night owls will never smell the sweet fragrance of the early morning, but the souls of early risers are always scented with the pure aroma of the dawn. I really admire a certain type of person. No matter what hardship they face, they can do one thing. When it's time to sleep, they sleep. When it's time to wake up, they wake up, without a second thought or worry. It's just like the saying goes, you stay up late because you don't have the courage to end the day. You linger in bed in the morning because you don't have the passion to start a new one. I remember a business trip with a senior colleague. The story is, the client wasn't happy with the proposal we presented, so the meeting ended on a sour note. That whole night, I was drowning in self-blame, my mind racing about the rejection, and I couldn't get any sleep. Soon, the sun was up. I reluctantly dragged myself out of bed, unsure how to face what had happened the day before. A little later, my colleague called and invited me to breakfast. While we were eating, he noticed I was in a bad mood and told me something that has stuck with me since then. Conquer the morning first, and then you'll conquer your life. I later found out that while I was still tossing and turning in bed, he had already gone for a 2-lap run and had thought of a better solution during his run. In the end, the client not only agreed to use the solution he proposed, but also expressed a strong interest in a long-term partnership with us. After the trip, he encouraged me, saying, "The evening is the past. Don't overthink it. When the morning comes, jump out of bed, because the turning point of your life starts right at that moment. Life is full of struggles and hardships. If you let a little trouble throw your whole rhythm off, how can you ever achieve anything great? Waking up early helps you recharge your batteries. But if you let worries and stress keep you up at night, it will only wipe out your passion for life." People with extraordinary willpower always have long-term goals in mind. They know that dwelling on the past solves nothing. Only the present moment, after you open your eyes, is the future worth looking forward to. The sweetness of life will always belong to those who go through hardships but still practice self-awareness and self-discipline. The lives of early risers are always filled with extraordinary things. Because life flies by, some people waste their time in misery, while others always live cheerfully. Every time I see my neighbor, Mr. Dong, I'm stunned by the power of the morning. There was a time when Mr. Dong's life was terrible. He got into an accident and broke his left leg. His wife of 20 years filed for divorce, and he lost custody of their 2-year-old son. That massive shock left him isolated for a long time. One day, early in the morning, he decided to find a quiet place to end his life. But as he walked down the street, dejected, he came across an old man out for his morning exercise. They were strangers, but the old man looked at him, smiled, and said hello. He kept walking, and a few dozen feet later, he passed a cart selling steamed buns. The vendor greeted him with a warm smile from afar as steam billowed from the just-opened steamer, carrying a rich, fragrant aroma. For years, loss had drowned him in darkness. So now, these simple moments in the early morning felt incredibly magical. He suddenly realized that this was the true flavor of life. Out of nowhere, he had a craving to live, to truly start over. A hot steamed bun, a cup of soy milk, and the smiles of strangers in the early morning made him feel that the world was worth living in and that no obstacle was insurmountable. He wanted to live a good life and enjoy every single morning. Every time I see Mr. Dong now, I'm immediately infected by his optimism. It's magical, isn't it? The early morning is a time of renewal. It has a magical quality that can wake us up and help us step out of the darkest moments of our lives. Sometimes work sucks, relationships are rocky, and the little things can get us down. But hey, that's life. It's always unpredictable. What can being down about it change? We don't live for anyone else. We live so that our own souls can feel peace and joy. The early morning is always here to greet you. Realizing this, don't waste another single amazing morning of your life. The endless beauty of life is hidden in a slice of toast with a sunny-side-up egg, in a warm glass of milk in the morning. The confidence and willpower that have been buried inside you for so long just need a little push to get out of bed, smile, and wake it up. People who wake up early always live a life full of joy and optimism. They say time is gold, but maybe morning time is more precious than gold. In today's society, we're pressured by work and tempted by electronic devices, causing many to get used to staying up late and losing their precious mornings. But successful people always know that to achieve something real, you need to start early, and waking up early is one of the essential habits for the path to success. Early risers always find joy in life, always savor each day to the fullest, and always meet a better version of themselves. So, what about you? Wake up early, starting tomorrow. Let the morning fill your soul with its fragrance. Thank you for listening. This has been our Food for Thought segment, and we'll see you in the next one.